let us take another question. We have here an expression in x and y like if 2 by 3 equal to x minus 1 by y plus x square minus 1 by y square plus x square minus 1 by y cube up till infinity, and we are given the product x into y as 2 and modulus x is given as less than 1. We are not given condition on y. Calculate the values of x and y. Now let us see this expression 2 by 3 as x minus 1 by y. Is it a GP? Is it infinite GP? Or how can we break this into an infinite GP? So again we can see here there are terms ordinate which are in x and which are in y. So let me write the terms of x in one bracket, all the terms. It will be up to infinity and then minus 1 by y plus 1 by y square plus 1 by y cube, and this all up to infinity in another. Now we can see that this is an infinite GP, and because x modulus is less than 1 given, which is your common ratio for the first sequence we are given, so we can apply the formula. The first term x and common ratio is also x. Now what about the second one? This is again an infinite GP with first term a dash here 1 by y and common ratio is here 1 by y. Now we are given the condition xy is 2 and x modulus is less than 1. Now if a number x here in the product is less than 1, then definitely y modulus is greater than 1. That means from these two we can conclude. So from here I can also have 1 by y modulus is less than 1. Taking the reciprocal, linear inequality sign changes. So this is a very important part. You will first see whether the common ratio is less than 1, only then we can apply the sequence infinite GP formula. This is 1 by y upon 1 minus 1 by y. Now this is your x upon 1 minus x minus 1 by y into y upon y minus 1. I have taken the LCM. So this is your cancelled out. We are left with, because we have to simplify and we are given some term from here, y is your 2 by x. I want to solve it. So that is why I have to convert it in one variable. So let me write this as 1 upon 2 by x minus 1. So okay. Now we have x upon 1 minus x minus, again taking LCM, this is your x upon 2 minus x. Taking LCM here 1 minus x into 2 minus x. This is x into 2 minus x into 1 minus x. Simplifying we get this getting cancelled. So we are left with x upon 1 minus x, again I will simplify. So this is your x upon x square minus 3x plus 2, and this was your given 2 by 3. Now let us solve this quadratic equation by taking LCM. We are having here, this is cross multiplied 2x square minus 6x plus 4 as 3x. So this is your 2x square minus 9x plus 4 is 0. By splitting the middle term we can make the factors. This is 2x minus 4 . Let me check. This is okay. Now we have from here either x as half or x as 4. Now because x modulus is less than 1 we are given in the equation, so we have to reject this case. As x modulus is less than 1, therefore x is half, rejecting x equal to 4. So when x is half, we will calculate the value of y from the given xy as 2 and xy as 2. So half into y as 2, so y comes as 4. So required values of x and y are half and 4 respectively. Thank you. Let us see a very important interesting question. The side of a given square is equal to area. That means we are given this side of the square as A. Now, the midpoints of its sides like E, F, G and H. These are the midpoints of the sides AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. These are joined to form a new square. You can see the new square as EFGH. Again, the midpoints of this new square, if I take the midpoints of this square EFGH, again taking midpoint I, J, K, L, etc., are joined to form another square, and this process is continued indefinitely. We have to take care of this word. This shows that we are going indefinitely. Then find the sum of the areas of the squares. So we are getting the square ABCD, then EFGH, then IGTL, etc. This is going on. So we want to find the sum of all these squares areas and some of the parameters as well. So again we will be using, with the help of side, we will first find for all the squares. Now AB, the given side AB. We are given AB as A, this is given G. Now if I take the midpoint E, that means this side is your A by 2 and this is also A by 2. That means let B be the side of square EFGH. Then with the help of Pythagoras theorem, we can always have B as A by 2 square plus A by 2 whole square under this square plus this square under as EF. Now this is your A square by 4 plus A square by 4 under. This is A square by 2 under. And so B we are getting as A by root 2. This is side of the second square. In the same way, for the next, let C be the side of next square. Only then we can get the pattern after 3 terms. Next square I, J, K, L, say. Now we have got this as A by root 2. So this is A by root 2. This whole is A by root 2. So that means the half of this is now, because we have taken the midpoints again using Pythagoras theorem, this will be your A by 2 root 2 and this inside also A by 2 root 2. So we have here IF and JF equal to A by 2 root 2. Half of the side B. So to get this, again I am using Pythagoras theorem. This is A by 2 root 2 whole square plus A by 2 root 2 whole square unroot, and that is your A square by 8 plus A square by 8, that gives your A square by 4, and so this comes out to be A by 2. So we have got the first side square as A, then second square side as B as A by root 2, and then third as C as A by 2. These are the sides of the 3 squares we have got the pattern now. We can see here, if we have A by root 2 and then A by 2 and so it will go up till infinity as given in the equation. These will form the sides of squares. Now, we want to find the sum of the areas of the squares. So next we will find some of the areas of squares, and that is the area of first square. Area of first square is A square. Next, area of second square, whose side is given by A by root 2, A by root 2 square. Then next is your A by 2 whole square and so on up till infinity. Now this is your A square plus A square by 2 plus A square by 4 and so on. You can see this is an infinite GP with first term is A square and common ratio is half. So 1 minus half, that is your 2A square. So sum of all areas, this is your first answer. Now similarly we can get the parameters of all squares. Parameters of all the squares. Again parameter is 4 into side. So I will be using 4 times first side square plus second side of the square, then third side of the square and so on up till infinity. Again you can see this is your infinite GP with first term A and common ratio is 1 minus 1 by root 2, 1 by root 2. So we have here, after simplifying as root 2 minus 1 into root 2, I can visualize to simplify further, which is now 4 root 2 into root 2 plus 1 times A. Denominator is 1, so this is the answer for parameters. Thank you.